between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves.
Yeah,
At least beating out Rad Esports to go over to the 3-3 composition with a lot of teams have been wanting to look at Envy.
I gotta say, I'm actually okay.
Getting stunned here off the beginning.
Yeah, pressure gets the highest. We'll see who rises taller here now. As they're playing pissed off, that's what you love to see you as you get things started. I'm telling you, Kaluj is typically not that captain player, and I like the quick swap up here and just what
and being able to boost up more of those ultimates just as fast. Already getting to position as Window not only gets stunned, but
they've got to figure this thing out and slow it down.
We were talking about how strong Ultron is, especially on Dom, and like look at these follow-ups now that we're also seeing from Tap. Envy had been able to secure that point first, and even if they lost out
in Mellow, that's the ticket to success as Tap continues to do the same. And this is, I mean, they're kicking the door down and saying, we are here in the lower brackets. Our cup, not the odds as of right now, as they continue to jump in. And we've got the Loki here. Dink's going to Loki. Maybe give them a little bit of survivability. Loki's a decent counter pick to the Psylocke at times. Looking
to harass the backliners, and Ricky with the invisible boundary is going to mean everything with a Madian going down because Tap continuously with these follow-ups. Speedery finds,
but now they're allowing Envy to continue to charge up and, you know, answer the response.
Just gives me a little excited to see what the sneak peek is going to look like for the patch 4.5 when we play on it, but it's going to be extermination for extermination now for open up on the side of Nero from a Madian. More defensively, complete turning things around. Having number advantage for right now, and Deeks will be able to come in with a God of Mischief.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, got the firmware patch ready. The Ultron picking up right where they left off yesterday, and Madian keeping them in this thing. Absolutely, Ricky with the Sanctuary to get the fight started.
On the hunt, trying to go through the backside of the map as Mellow close to that whale once again. You see the dive attempt from Kalushu to split the focus, and Speedery also trying to harass his backline. He's got the dance of the Cutterflies available, and a Madian does have extermination to help.
Oh my! Tackles just jumping around. Look at this rotation from Kraz, but is going to go down in burst banner form, and just a quick finish there from the Omega level X-Men in Tap. Now looking for more. They're going to push in. They got the pick they needed here. Going to see if Window can get the opening, but no, Kalush is going to lead the charge. The lead of the Avengers pushes towards Loki.
That's a big stagger, and now Team Nemesis with no Doctor Strange in sight here. They have to try to recontest. They try to force it into overtime, but they take out Mellow next.
Just choreographing the funeral here, step after step. Mellow trying to switch to make the difference on Speedery, but a little bit too late. Nero gets Kraz out of there once again. Kraz.
By the way, we've seen Winter Soldier side room. You get to work into the hand of Conchu even quicker, bouncing off the walls and off that middle console here. But it's going to be the high ground in favor for.
No, guys, this is for everything. We're getting a Thor out here. This is what you want to see. It's hammer time once again. Stop hammer time. We have Tap already at 90% pick.
We've been seeing this a lot more often, too. A lot more of these Vanguards getting creative.
And the cleanup follows from Kalush, who has been playing a lot more of it. We heard it from the interview. So fun to see. Just this. This is a scary-looking comp. This cool Avengers team. Can I see this in the MCU? Thor, Storm, Moon Knight. Come on now, this piece. As the moon continues to fall, Kalush looks Mjolnir. The hammer doesn't miss. I can barely say the name right now as the action is packed. Speedery looking for more from above. Damage boost is on, fueling the teammates that do so well. Window continuing to throw. He's got, once again, the imprisonment ready to go. Looking for more. Tap swapped over to Guardian of the Galaxy and Mantis. Speedery going over to Logan, hunting the prey. Nope. Now switches to Peter. Gonna go up in the air. I bet you he thought he was banned. He's like, oh, wait, I do have access to this guy. Definitely gonna use it if I can. Look at this terrifying duelist lineup again.
Worlds as Kalush slams down the hammer and Scatter finds Window. It's a big pick off now as both Vanguards are out and forcing Envy to back away and finally give some space over to Team Nemesis.
Yeah, Diamond's not cracking under pressure. Good job from Scatter getting that in showcased right there.
Only 60 seconds left.
The wombo combo, reset potential, less than a minute now on the clock. Speedery's got the legendary as Tap makes a swap over to the Psylocke, by the way. Psylocke seduction.
This is for everything. In America, Venom is what they'll roll with. Continue with the same lineup. They're going to just try to dominate the old-fashioned way. Madian does play a very good Storm. Maybe just a little bit less there from Speedery, but one of the best we've seen in the tournament as well, Vic.
Really impressing me, too, but he swaps right over to the Ultron after seeing the composition that they're met with. Nice split positioning from Envy. You have the high to low ground that you have to now look right behind you. A Madian gets...
Can't remember, no portal. Stuck there on a little bit of a lip. As now there goes the dance of the butterflies, trying to continue to get big moments. And armed and sliced. A Madian. They're the ones right now getting the important picks and the clutch moments there as we have the rocket ult go up. Nero is going to be playing the Jeff now. Extermination. Call him Kyle. I mean, he's just shooting the... Just keeping the aim fresh, you know? He's over there in aim lab, just keeping himself fresh and ready to go for the next fight. Now looking for more. It's going to be Window jumping in. The Symbiotic going for the feast. Looking.
Stall for even longer, and they can rotate that together with the Sia for month.
This is how Nemesis won against Rat. They just had the answer to every ultimate. They were able to counter it with great success. We're seeing that now, but Speedery is going to get the pick. Tap's going to follow Nero as well. But here it comes, the Assassin Waltz, and look at what Nemesis had to use. They did everything to try to win that. Did not get much from it. Median did get a pick, but outside of that, nothing. And that down goes that. The Ultron gets the better of the clone now. Melophobia gets Nero out of here. Nero not exactly getting what they... Yeah, Kraken didn't answer that time either. Window with the Kalush as well. An awful E9, but they can make it up right here as time has expired. 2 fights at least to win it. Quick gobble up. It's snack time, not for Jeff, but for the symbiote. Noel is applauding now. Did they just win the domination so able to do in the roles that they play as well?
But the dive kind of taking a good chunk of that damage, and he's already used up that Venom armor too. Amadian wants to get that extermination just as quickly defensively to get these vanguards up in the front line. Window being on the Groot and taking that ability away from Team Nemesis to utilize that, also building up that space.
Window taking the long walk back. That's what was going to look good for them, but now, oh, this is going to be so tough, right? 2 of the point is Cap, and Tap has that res. We've got the imprisonment, so that's at least 2 fights they could just win with those conditions. Mello, though, has the one and the only one they need. Let's see if this Kraken impact does the old Mello favorite. On the Winter Soldier, throwing it down again and again and just chasing the prey. Forcing the rotation, and that is just perfection there once again from Envy. The mean green machine right now between Groot, you got the Loki Lanterns, you have Mantis. I mean, just absolutely getting it done. Kalush gets the rest, and oh man, right now 27 seconds left. They've got the res. They have the Kraken. Vicky, oh boy.
This is literally just a bit of mollywop.
Melting. The fight is now the Infinity War, the in-game for Nemesis as they now bounce on a V and try to get this point.
They have to find Month Thirst, and they do. That was right there what they needed to get this point. Use it up this time around because the ML hasn't been banned against Team Nemesis as Envy taking another roundabout rotate. Everybody on top of the platform invited to the party as Window with these cheeky rotates, allowing these group walls to help cover their line of sight.
This is how they won the last one. Ricky to follow, I mean, they can completely at least rotate this thing to get further in point 2. If that's, you know, at least the end goal for them right now. Looking a lot better than getting capped there on point 1. Good rotation from them, but Envy
underneath the invisible boundary.
Ricky doing a good job keeping his teammates alive there through the ultimates. There it is once again. It is Winter Surgeon. It's Mello with 1-2, but Tap puts a quick into it with the 1-2 Tap himself. There goes the Phoenix raining down, trying to guess the rotate. Did not connect on that with overtime ticking. This is
to find Window, shoving them all in that side room and in that choke. Overtime ticking away. They cannot get off this point just yet as Nero has the Eternal Bond to start off the engagement.
The clock is screaming, so are we. We're so close here to point number 2 for Nemesis as Tap moves in, and at the point going down, Vicky Nero used the Eternal Bond. That's the last one they have till Month is about to follow up now with nothing of Nemesis. Scatters close. Kraz as well. They've got to survive this. Nothing strategist-wise. Ricky throws it up. That opposition on the dual sin. Mello gets tapped, though. Hello, opening as they continue to move in and look at the rotation. Once again, Kraz and Mello close. Here they go as Nero puts out the purple path to success. It's going to be the Swallow, though, from the Jeff. Baby Sharkin. Diggs takes it away, and that's a huge one because Speeder has got the Agamotto.
No Agamotto, and Mello gets enabled. 2 members of the Team Nemesis to back away because they cannot stagger here with less than 30 seconds on the clock. And Envy have that group hug coming up together alongside Speedery with the Legendary and Tap with the Phoenix reset.
All right, now trying to get their positionings ready. They've got Legendary, yeah, with that Phoenix. I mean, with the Window ult.
By a medium point blank, but now with Team Nemesis, they have the survivability here. They want to prevent Envy from rotating with Month and that God of Mischief.
Luge looking like Jon Snow out there withdrawing the sword against the army by himself, but it's a medium with the Window down once again. That's happened now twice on this one team fight. Speeder, he tries to get out of there. Cannot. The Median's on fire with the 1-2 click yet again. Scatter. Diggs. It's ice in the veins. Fire in the hands, Vicky.
But that second checkpoint was like in, and Amadian deals a final blow onto Month.
Oh my goodness, hook after hook
What?
like clockwork. Melophobia gets Tap out of this thing, and this is the way to open up this defensive effort from Nemesis. I love this guy just always punching air, shooting walls. He's just thirsty for more. Melophobia knows.
Does have that It's Jeff.
And just perfect staggering they're able to do here. Just not letting Envy set up whatsoever. We're seeing the rotations and heroes, the strategies and combos they're trying to come up with. Still, you know, a ton of time. 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Nemesis
Sent back to the spawn, and the isolation on the silent seduction to target focus Ricky, as we have the mother v mother fight into the side room, but it's Scatter who is one shot, and Kaluge and the rest of Envy get this payload moving.
Richard came and went now as they are able to get rid of Milliphobia and team. Good little punch there from Kaluge to get the best of Scatter. And they get the point. They have 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Obviously took every bit of time. I'm telling you, always punching, Vicky. Always punching. Looking at this next fight, though. Emadian has been their ticket to success.
As Nero comes in with the It's Chef, the ultimate's good reserve, but it's a biggie, and Emadian was one, and there is no target focus onto the It's Chef, as he's found both a Bucky and the Luna, a little bit of revenge, but now the team is split up, and Envy get to have a little bit more space.
There was not much Nemesis could do, but with 3 minutes, Vicky, again, this is the most important time for this org to come together and show what legends are made of. This game is full of heroes. We're seeing some today. Windows got the Meteor Aim ready to slam dunk. Call LeBron from the top as Speedery's got the legendary himself. Looking to go to this
target focus to the It's Chef that could have gone bigger, but Speedery now next falls as Scatter catches him with Psionic Seduction.
Jeff tried to eat, man. Got fed the floor there as he goes back.
From Dinks originally as a god of mischief. It's going to be big, but he can't even build it up.
Now they got to now just feast off that because that spawn room is so close to it. Tap looking for Madian. It's the trade-off quickly. You are nothing as he shouts down to...
Right, especially with Envy.
Once we conclude this